Just received this today from Willoughby's camera. They're 2 blocks south of the Empire State Building in New York City. As you see, their phone number is 212-564-1600. Extension 208 is Michael. That's who I deal with. He's a great guy. Anyway, people always asking, oh, what kind of camera should I use? This is what I use. I did open this previously to get some of the peanuts out. We'll talk about these in a minute. A little tripod for something else we're going to do. Set that aside. What I want to talk about today is the Ion Speed Pro action camera. They film in 1080p, which is 1920 by 1080. At 30 frames per second. They're reasonably priced. They are waterproof. Got a switch on the top to turn them off and on, which is great when you have gloves on. Let's see what we got. Pull out a little bit of. There's the camera sitting right on top. Like I said, this is a dust cover on the back currently. Single power button. Record. When you switch it forward, the camera starts recording. Very lightweight. Very, very durable. I really like these cameras. Picture quality is great as well. Let's set that aside. See what else it comes with. Charger, data cord, a key to unlock or to help twist and loosen or tighten the mount. A plug for your USB. This mount pops into. It's the vertical mount. And what this does is it's going to pop into, come back to that. For instance, here's the handlebar mount that comes with this. So you loosen that up, you pop this in. Then you tighten it down, and it's going to work on a rotate around and do whatever you want it to do. These are great. But not every mounting situation is a vertical, requires a vertical mount. I wish with Ion that they included this with this Speed Pro kit, because this kit's supposed to be designed for people doing, high impact activities like cars and motorcycles. So if you want to do a helmet mount, or say you want to mount a camera on the side of a bike or something like that, say here, you need to have the right angle mount, and they don't include that with this particular kit. You have to buy it separately. That's my only gripe with this particular setup. It's nice, you get a suction cup deal, so you can immediately attach a camera to your vehicle or wherever you want it, surfboard, I'd imagine, whatever you want to do. But I just wish they came with this angled mount. We're going to set that aside. It doesn't come with it. Back to this a little bit. There's a little bracket that goes on here. That would be this one. So you unscrew it, put that in, and then you can click in one of the mounts that mounts to the bottom of the camera. Or you could do this one directly for that purpose. So that would go on, and that would screw the camera, would screw right directly, and that's what that key is for, to help tighten and loosen that screw that we saw earlier. What else? Manuals, a bag for your camera, wall adapter for the plug adapter for the charger. This one's the US version. comes with everything. Currently they have one of the European on the charger. You just snap on and off. Everybody's dealt with those. There's another one. It's Great Britain. Whatever. So pretty much everywhere in the world you're covered. They just, you know, for this particular one, I wish they came with the helmet mount, both the you know, side piece that has this tension nut, and then that angled mount, but they just don't. Not sure why. I think the only one that actually comes with that is the Ion Air Pro 3. Is the only one that comes with that angled mount. Otherwise, if you buy any of the other cameras by Ion, you're going to have to buy the helmet kit separately. The helmet kit comes with two helmet mounts, and then both a straight and an angled pivot. All right. So that's about it. This video is filmed on an Ion camera, so the quality is actually quite good. You know, obviously the big competitor, or the big market share, this is a competitor, would be the GoPros. Oh, I said I was going to go over what these are. GoPro's a great camera, and I think that if you're going to do a lot of video editing, there's a lot of reasons why the GoPro video quality lends itself better to production. But for me, not being very good at video editing, I personally prefer the higher quality video of this camera. It's a little crisper, a little bit better definition, and I prefer that. They threw in a couple of camera wipes, lens claws, whatever. This is what they also put in the deal for me. These are the iPods. They are supposed to offer Wi-Fi. I do like them. What you do is you swap out the dust cover back. It just pops off. And you put the Wi-Fi pods back on it. Just snaps in place like that. Lock it down. If you press the button, it'll blink a blue light. You connect to this device as your Wi-Fi network. So you're actually connecting it to it as you would to a Wi-Fi router once you have the app installed. That way, that gives you direct access to the camera. You can, if you had different Wi-Fi pods on the back of each camera, you can name each camera its own name. Give each camera its own name, and in that way you could connect to each individual camera and check how your video is angled, because that is a slight issue with this camera, in that you don't have a screen. Get this Wi-Fi pods off the back. As you see back here, we have the micro SD card slot. You have an HDMI out if you want to play directly to a TV. You have the micro USB out to connect to a computer and to charge. A microphone out, which is nice, like for getting better quality audio, particularly if you're on a motorcycle like I'm using it. That way you can run a microphone inside the helmet, get out of the wind. You have a switch for full HD and then HD, so you're basically selecting between 1080 and 720p, and that's really about it. One of the issues, if you're using the microphone, and if you put the back on, let's peel this off. If you put the back on, you're not going to get good access to the microphone, right? You're not going to get any access if you're using an external mic. So the secret is to drill a hole, and there's actually a screw right here underneath that sticker, and that screw lines up directly with the microphone jack. Just start small, work your way up to the size of the rubber surround on your jack that you have, and then that works out fairly well. That's what I've done. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you to Michael at Willoughby's Camera in New York City. Again, let's go over their phone number. Uh, 564-1600, and that's area code 212 for New York, and his extension is 208. So throw him some love. He's a great guy, straight shooter. Everything is shipped Blue Label 2-day, no additional cost. Can't go wrong with them. And the Ion Speed Pros. At this point, everything you see here, the total bill for that was $160. So I got 2 cameras, a little $7, $8 tripod, and the 2 Wi-Fi pods, which are really not in the Speed Pro kit. That's the delivered price. Can't go wrong. Thanks for watching.